Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of Brenda's Musings. So earlier today, I spoke about things that sort of hit me in my resetting this morning, and one of the things is that I'm trying to be in better integrity. So I take a music class every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Well, I'm supposed to take a music class every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. and I am invariably late. I'm better than I was when it was like Tuesday at 5, but I am still late, which is funny because half the time I'm up with lots of time to spare, and then I get involved in a project, and then the next thing I know, it's, I've lost time, and I'm leaving the house at 9 instead of being there for 9. One day I even, it's an hour-long class, and I only made 20 minutes. But this morning I got there, it was 5 after 9. I'm getting better. But, and I sort of push it off as if, I'm paying for the class and she's getting a bit of a break and that kind of thing. But I know, honestly, that it is just rude, and it is not intentionally dismissive, but it is dismissive. It's dismissive of her time, and it's dismissive of certainly of the knowledge that I could gain with her tutelage, and how much further I could be ahead if I, if I learned something and then put it into practice. So then that got me thinking about, okay, where else in my life am I not in integrity? And I came up with a long list, which was rather embarrassing. So I have a lot of cleaning up to do in my resetting, and I'll be working on that continuously. And I also, and the integrity isn't always that I'm out of integrity with other people. Most of the time, I'm out of integrity with myself. So it sort of reminded me of, where else am I not either being fair to myself, or am I talking to myself perhaps in a way that I wouldn't talk to somebody else, or am I letting myself down and sort of brushing it off or not even paying attention to it? All those sorts of thoughts quite literally flipped through my mind quite quickly this morning as I was lining up for my Tim's tea. So the reset, a few people have talked to me about it, and it's kind of hard to explain. But if you are where I am, you understand it quite well. And the best way for me to explain it is that I've kind of lost a spark. People are saying, oh, but you're doing things all the time and you're, this, that, and the other thing. And that might be true. But I know when I'm feeling fully alive. I know when I am at my best. I know when I am, just being who I'm meant to be. And yeah, you're not going to be up all the time. I'm not trying to be one of these sort of fake, It's definitely not me. If you know me at all, you know that. But I do know how I feel. And I do know when I'm not feeling something. So yeah, that's sort of what this journey is all about. It's about getting back in touch with that inner spark. It's getting in touch with, my health. Like, not that I don't have, please don't worry, I don't have any, major health problems that I'm aware of. But I also know that I don't eat well. I also know that I'm horrible at exercising. I also know that, what goes into my mouth, can cause problems because I'm inflamed all the time, and that's just a breeding ground for disease and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to dwell on it? No. Am I going to continue to remind myself about it? Yes, because I need to clean that up. And that's just one more part of the integrity that I am out of touch with. when it comes to my own, integrity. If that makes sense. So yeah, that was sort of today's revelation. There was something else that happened this morning too, but I can't remember what it was that I was going to tell you about. But there were two things. I can't remember what the second one was. But anyway, I'm sure it'll come up again because, life is cyclical, if nothing else. Have a great one. Talk to you tomorrow.